What's on YouTube? It's PTT back at it with another Destiny 2 video. Today guys, I finally get to bring you a review on what was one of my favourite exotics in Destiny 1, and it is of course returned in Destiny 2 with an amazing upgrade. We are of course talking about the Hard Light exotic auto rifle. Now I know that it wasn't exactly the best exotic in the game for either PvE or PvP, but I loved it nonetheless. And at one point in PvE, this was a great little auto rifle. And of course, let's be honest, who can honestly say that it didn't look cool aesthetically and in game with those ricochet rounds? But all that aside guys, let's actually take a look at Hard Light 2.0 and see if the upgrades actually make it better. So up first, we have Volatile Light. Rounds fired from this weapon have no damage fall off, over penetrating targets and ricocheting off hard surfaces. Then we have Polygonal Rifling. Barrel optimised for recoil reduction. We have Alloy Magazine, faster reloads when the magazine is empty. Then we have what is by far one of the coolest upgrades to any Destiny 1 weapon, the Elemental Cores. In a very similar, but totally different way, the Hard Light can swap between all three elements, just like the Borealis. The difference is, however, that the Borealis can be done with a button. The Hard Light you actually have to go into the menu to change. Now personally, I hope in the future a way of life update from Bungie would actually be to implement the switching system from the Borealis to the Hard Light so we can change elements on the fly. And finally guys, we have Composite Stock. This weapon has a versatile purpose stock. Now, as far as stats go then guys, as you can see in the bottom right, the Hard Light has a 49 round mag and a 600 RPM. Compared to other auto rifles in game, that is very good. As an example, the favourite autos in game at the moment, being the Uriel's Gift and the Prosecutor, have only 450 rounds per minute and a 32 and 33 round magazine. Now yes, the impact is a fair chunk lower on the Hard Light compared to the Uriel's and the Prosecutor, but that's okay, the rate of fire more than makes up for it. The stability is through the roof. The handling is through the roof, and the reload speed is also through the roof on the Hard Light. It does, however, have a very reduced range, and even though the Volatile Light intrinsic perk makes sure that there is no damage drop off from the rounds, having a seriously reduced range is not always a great thing for PvE in all situations. That being said, in the close to medium range, then the Hard Light is a very good and very viable option to use, and can in the right hounds outshoot the Uriel's and the Prosecutor if you're semi-skilled with it. Now would I take this into a competitive PvP match or trials? Maybe not, but I would definitely love to give it a go, because from using it in quick play, I have been having so much fun with it. I think that if you use it in the right situations and you're environmentally aware of your surroundings, taking into account the reduced range, and you use it more like an SMG, then I think the Hard Light could actually be a very competitive weapon. On the PvE front, well, you couldn't really ask for much of a better auto rifle, to be honest. Auto rifles are currently exceptionally good in PvE. To have one that can switch between all three elemental burns on the fly is truly a great thing to have. Whether you're running a strike, a nightfall, or even the raid, having a good sturdy weapon that, as I said, can cycle through all three elements is a wonderful thing to have. And I would say guys that if you have one of these and it's just in your vault, or you're not using it and you're just sitting on it, then you really are wasting it. If we look at other exotics in game in the energy slot, then a strong argument could actually be made that the Hard Light is one of the best exotics for the energy slot. Now I'm not saying that it is the best exotic for the energy slot, but it is definitely, in my opinion, up there in the top 3, maybe even the top 2 if, like me, you really do love your auto rifles. Now I know this has been a super quick review guys, that's because there really isn't too much to go into, and I think I've covered it pretty well. If you've got a Hard Light and you play PvE, use it. If you want to play around in PvP and have some fun, and you're really not too worried about the, being outshot every now and again by some weapons that are a tad better for it in a PvP environment, then go nuts. You won't be disappointed. You will have an awful lot of fun with this weapon. And that guys is going to wrap up the video. If you found it helpful and liked it, drop a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Subscribe to the channel for daily Destiny videos. But for now Guardians, as always, thank you very much for watching, and until the next one, I'll catch you all soon.